At last, Toby had finished. He was very tired and very dirty. Suddenly, he saw Sir Topham Hatt waiting by the track. Toby still didn't want to speak to Sir Topham Hatt. Quickly, he reversed into a siding. But didn't see that a big rock had fallen on the line. "Bust my cowcatchers!" he cried. Luckily, no one was hurt.
"'Twas in the middle of a wee naughty storm," Salty began, "the likes of which you see once in a lifetime. This made Cranky very cranky, so cranky that he swung his arm around and dropped the pipes onto the tracks instead of the trucks. "Whoops," said Cranky meekly.
Salty was at the bottom of the hill. He was waiting for a signal. He didn't know Thomas was coming down the hill. Thomas was out of control. Thomas braked as hard as he could. But the freight cars of fish were too heavy. "Oops," said Thomas. "Sorry." Then there was trouble. They had arrived at a dead end. The vacationers took a look around. "This isn't the campground," said one of them. "It's not even a nice place for a picnic," said another. "This is your fault," puffed Mighty, and he pushed back towards Mac. "Yours," huffed Mac, and he pushed back even harder. The vacationers watched as Mighty Mac bumped backwards and forwards. "Stop!" called the vacationers. "You're going to cause an accident." But it was too late. Mighty pushed Mac as hard as he could, and the coach crashed into the rocks. First, one rock fell. Then another rock. Soon, lots of rocks came tumbling down. The track was blocked, and they were all stuck. "We'll never get to the campground now," moaned the vacationers. And it was all Mighty Mac's fault. They felt terrible.
Bill tried his best to get on with his work, but the troublesome trucks had spotted a chance for a tease. Poor Bill, he works, he suffers, while Ben, his twin, gets brand new buffers. This made Bill very cross. "I might not have new buffers," he said, "but I still know how to biff a truck." "No!" Mavis cried. But it was too late. Ben puffed into the quarry with his shiny new buffers just in time to hear, "Bust my buffers!" cried Bill. "I think you have," said Ben.
More danger lay ahead. Men were working on a bridge, but they had been warned about the runaway toad and his freight cars. They diverted him onto old sidings, straight into a muddy pool. Stopped at last. Oliver arrived, and when he saw Toad, he could only smile. A pond is the only place for a toad, I suppose.